Hey gamers, thanks for watching. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown has finally taken flight on the Nintendo Switch, and personally I couldn't be happier. I'm already a fan of both the Switch and the Ace Combat franchise, so of course I'm a little biased, but I'm glad to see that the franchise has finally made it to the Switch. I started playing Ace Combat back on the PlayStation 2 and the PSP, and while I can't say I've played them all, I can say I've played most, and I haven't disliked any of them. So getting right to the question most will have. How does the Switch handle it? I mean, could such an old and underpowered handheld such as the Switch really do it justice? Well, before you shoot it down, let me share my experience, and if I can tell you anything before you scroll away, it's yes, the Switch handles it better than you'd expect, probably surprisingly so. I don't have the means to show frames per second counts, but I can tell you that it runs smoothly and consistently and looks really good in both docked and handheld mode. And I was playing on a 72-inch screen where minor flaws can really become major ones. Even under some fairly intense gameplay, it holds out and I didn't see any frame drops or experience any audio stutter. Same for handheld mode. Playing on the OLED screen, the frames stay steady and everything looks really sharp. Every aspect of the story is ported over, so if it's Ace 7 on your PC, Steam Deck, or console, it's Ace 7 on your Switch, with the exception of multiplayer, which some are sure to miss. The storyline is pretty standard Ace Combat fare and is nothing too deep, which is fine, because the real star is the flying and the dogfights. That said, the playable story involves warring, fictitious continents that seem so familiar as though they may have been meant to resemble real ones. You're given briefings before a sortie and then a debriefing after, and this is intertwined with a loosely related story that is advanced as you complete missions, but you have no control over this story otherwise. It's pretty much there just to give you some nice cutscenes, and I think they're pretty rewarding. There's a fair mix of difficult as well as relatively simple missions to keep you interested and not wear your thumbs out. As you progress, more planes are unlocked and added to your plane tree, and each of these has more customizations like various special weapons, just a little something to encourage you to play a little harder. You have two control schemes, flight stick and easy. If you've never played an Ace game and want to get a feel for it, then easy is good enough, I suppose. Where tilting your left thumbstick left or right flies your plane in that direction. But that's about it. I prefer the original flight stick mode. It allows for more intricate maneuvers and lets you do more things such as barrel rolls. Rather than left or right, it involves doing rolls and pitch up or down to make your sharper turns. If you've never played an Ace game, it'll take some practice, but it's much more rewarding. Important disclaimer, it will not make you a real fighter pilot. A fair argument against Ace 7 on the Switch might be, if I already have it on my Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, or Steam Deck, why would I want it on the Switch? And to be honest, you might not. But you might. It is a full $60, which is a bit steep, especially if you already own it. But it's the same price elsewhere, unless you catch it on sale. And the Switch version is the deluxe edition, opening up a few more planes and missions, but there's still plenty of DLC to be purchased as well. Of course, things are going to look a little better on your Xbox or PlayStation, but you're tethered to your TV. Steam Deck, on the other hand, is a little harder to compete with, and if you're already playing there, you probably aren't going to benefit much by playing on the Switch, other than maybe the ability to play on the go and then drop it on the dock and play on your TV with no effort. So is it worth it to play it on the Switch? Overall, I would say yes, especially if it's your first foray into the franchise and portability is important to you. Is it worth $60? That's a little harder to say. It was for me, but I'm a fan. In time, it'll likely land on sale and you can score it for a better price. So will you be getting it, or will you be waiting for a sale? Or do you say, no way, not on the Switch? Or are you one who says, I just don't like being able to fly jets and be a hero? Drop a like and let's discuss it in the comments below, and as always, thank you so much for watching.